Dumpster Divas, welcome back to another episode of Dumpster Dive, a reality TV deep dive. And today I am joined by a dream get. He is a TV producer, contributor, pop culture expert, and king of mess. You've seen him on the beloved Wendy Williams show, as well as Sherri. Norman Baker is here. Welcome to the Dumpster. Norman, what's up?
Hey, how are you? Thank you so much for having me. Fun. I get to talk about reality TV.
Reality TV, pop culture. I feel like you are, I feel like every part of your brain has a little bit of everything in it. Like you know every facet of pop culture, especially sitting with both Sherri and Wendy and having to, just make sure you know the topics so they know the topics, the hot topics.
Right. Right. Two very different people, like, just utilizing both parts of my brain.
Yeah, I mean, I would be remiss not to just immediately say, like, guys, if you've never watched the Wendy Williams show or Sherri, like, Norman is the genius sitting in the corner, guiding the ship. And I have to tell you, Norman, I went to a Wendy taping in 2019, I think. It was like right before COVID. And it was wild. It's like the first time I'd ever been to a talk show taping before. And what's the hype guy's name that did all the hyping there? Is
Marco?
Yeah, so guys, Marco runs out, and you'd think it was like 2 p.m. at the Fontainebleau in South Beach.
Right. It's like 9:30 in the morning, and there's like a full-on dance party, like.
It's like dance party by gunpoint. Like you must get up and move because they need the energy up.
Yeah, they're like, stand up, sit down, stand up, touch your best friend, say hello, rub your booty on somebody.
No, seriously. And then he was like, we finished the whole hype, and he was like, who wants tequila shots? And we all were like, yeah. And he goes, I'm kidding. You are absolutely insane if you think we're giving you tequila right now. And I was like, honestly, you did a good job though, because I was like brainwashed by the end of it that I was like, no, I should have tequila.
Right, yeah. That's actually like, it was so much fun. It was like crazy. It was a party every day.
I can't imagine too being just like in the room where all the memes happen,
Oh my God. And it's funny because like when you're in the moment, you're mostly like mortified. You don't really like think that years later, people are going to be like celebrating these moments and like laughing with you, not at you. You know what I mean? So like in the moment though, I was like always like mortified. Like I can't believe like my mom is somewhere watching me get like grilled on national television. But or like just having to like keep up with her was always like a challenge. Like you never knew what you're gonna get every day.
I have like and I don't know how much you can go into this, but like the meme that will always be just forever ingrained into the internet is the Halloween episode, what was that moment? Now, being in the room when that happened, like, because obviously the humor of it is that, like, is Wendy talking about that frightening character in the audience? And they also cut to you. But, like, did you realize anything that was happening in that moment? Or is that one of those moments where you're like, I can't believe that, like, the TD in the back cut the cameras to that character as this is happening?
No, I don't understand why this person, like, why you cut to this person, but we would always watch, like, I have the same monitor that Wendy has, like, right in front of the prompter is like a monitor so she could see what's on TV, and I also have one. So a lot of the time, we would, like, make fun of what we were watching, not, like, as if we weren't making it, you know what I mean? Like, so we'd, like, cut to something, and then we'd laugh at it, and we'd laugh at the people that they cut to, like, in real time. So when they cut to that, like, it was funny because, like, her persona is, like, she was afraid of the killer and everything. She hates Halloween. Like, she hates it. It was always a struggle to get her to dress up. And, like, she always just, despised it. So when they cut to, like, the person in a mask, which is, like, her biggest fear, like, that was a real reaction. It's so funny still to this day to me.
Okay, and then my second question is, who is James? Because she goes, James?
James is their security.
Wait, I did not know that. That is so funny to me. She's like, James, there is a demon in the third row.
Yeah. Even though it's like, be on alert, James.
Oh my God, that's so funny to me.
So funny. It was like so much fun every day.
That's amazing. And it's when I did go, she was just, I mean, I was in the audience, but she like walked. She does like the little walkthrough between commercial breaks, and she just was incredibly gracious with people and like so kind and like wanted to chat with people and just seemed like she was having a great time. And it's cool to see.
Yeah.
All I've ever heard from people who've worked on the show and like the vibes I get is just that everyone is always having just the best time. So I love to hear that.
Yeah, it was always fun. Sometimes, some days more fun than
I'm
others,
sure. Yeah.
but for the most part, it was always like a good
Of
time.
course. Well, you guys follow Norman at the Norman Baker on Instagram because Norman's also doing a ton of pop culture commentary and just diving into the mess. Is there any pop culture that's really like popping out to you that you like can't get enough of right now?
Okay, so right now, Taylor Swift is sucking up all the oxygen from the pop culture room. Like,
As she's known to do.
yeah, right. It's all about Taylor. So she's giving us little morsels bit by bit about what happened at this wedding. I can't believe she would get married on such a huge scale. Like, I would think that Taylor would be like a beach private wedding, just her and Travis and some close friends and family. This was insane. Like, she shut down New York City and Madison Square Garden for it. That's insane.
Well, Swifties, just bear with me for a second, Swifties.
Right.
I just,
Like,
my
like
thing.
don't come after us. Like, we're
No,
okay.
please. Okay. Oh, I say this before I give any criticism on her. I'm always like, support everyone having their divas. I support everyone having their. I ride so hard for Beyonce, Mariah, and Gaga. So like,
Okay.
I get it. Like we have our people. So I
Right.
respect that you have your people. The thing with Taylor that always kind of irks me is that there's this like I can never. She tries to play this like who me, like I'm trying to just like hide in the corner, but then she does everything at such like a grand scale and like plays into the fact that the fans are rabid for her like puzzles and her like Easter
Yeah.
eggs. And I
Right.
just am like, girl, like pick a lane, you know? Like this is the biggest version of a wedding that you could have done. Like we had Tom Holland and Zendaya got married like when no one knew that they were getting married. Or Dua
No
Lipa's
one knew
wedding.
it.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
Dua looked gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Gown after gown after gown. And Callum looked great too.
Oh, he's so hot.
But also, like, Dua had this wedding and she had huge celebrities there, like Elton John and Adele, I think, was there. But this was like on another level. This is like shutting down an entire city during 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, it's just weird. Also for two people who are deeply not New Yorkers.
Yeah, right.
Like they're not New York at all. It's like the most like tourist version of a New York wedding that you could do
Right.
almost. You know?
And then she turned it into like a garden, I hear, which is like, I don't know. I don't know. Shout out to Taylor. She's great. We love her. But I mean, this
Shout out. You can't teach taste. I'll just say that.
the great Countess Luann said, money can't buy you class.
Elegance is learned, my friend. Wait, what are you thinking about Madonna? New Madonna?
I actually have been listening to it for the last 72 hours, 150 hours on a loop, like nonstop. I just finished like a workout and it's like perfect for a workout, just nonstop. I feel like there are no skips on this album. It's
No, the whole thing is great. And so I am a like much later in life Madonna person because I realized I was like trying to unpack like why she missed me growing up. I'm 35, so
okay.
when Confessions dropped, I was I think in middle school. Or
Okay.
no. I was a freshman in high school maybe.
Uh-huh.
Regardless, like hung up I knew, but like I wasn't like at the age where I was like out at the clubs. So like I
Yeah.
wasn't dancing to it. And then I wasn't
Okay.
young enough where it was like formative in a different way as in the same way that like Destiny's Child was. So like it just
Uh-huh.
some stuff just missed me. And I also was not an MTV kid because like we were allowed to watch MTV. So I missed like a lot of moments. Like I had to learn about the Me Against the Music makeout three-way makeout like through my friends because I needed to watch the VMAs. So like there's
Uh-huh.
just like Madonna things that missed me. So I've been slowly working on becoming more versed. And
Uh-huh.
I just feel like this is the first time I've actually like in it fully and it's making me dive back into like the discography more. Like I
Oh,
have been
good.
also listening to like Ray of Light a ton because I
Uh,
Ray of Light is just like that whole album is
Ray of
a
Light is
90s
my
fever dream.
favorite album of all time by anybody ever. I just think it's like a beautiful out like when I'm sad, I listen to it. When I'm happy, I listen to it. When I want to dance, it's
It's fantastic.
genius. And then to have that and Confessions One in your catalog and Like a Prayer and
Yeah.
like sh- goat, literal
It's
like
insane.
yeah,
And it she I think the thing that's cool about her too is that there's like an I don't give a fuckness forever. Like that's
yeah,
always been her brand. And she just
right,
does what it is that she wants to be doing.
uh huh,
And I just love that she's like settled into to release a dance pop like
yeah,
mega album at 67
uh
is
huh.
crazy.
She'll be 68 in a month. Like,
Like,
she's almost 70. She's in these like high heels. She's got one working knee. She's still like
yeah.
killing it day after day. Like, these performances are great. People like hate on Madonna and like shit on her, and it's all this ageism, but that's always what she's done is like pave the way and show the girls how to do it. Now she's showing the girls how to great like, age while being a pop star. So now she's, like, showing us how to do it, like, in our late 60s and 70s, and still writing hard for the LGBT community. Like, she's still, like, mother. She was the first. Like, the first time I ever saw, like, 2 men kiss is Madonna's Truth or Dare. Like, she was, like, always writing hard for the community.
So I watched the Confessions tour this weekend because I was just like consuming Madonna content, and I was like, I want to go back and watch like some tours. And so I watched the Confessions tours. You can rent it on Apple for like $2, and was blown away. Like it was so cool. And
It's
also,
playing on a loop in my brain always, like, always.
wait, have you seen her live before?
I saw Confessions. I saw the Drowned World tour, which now I'm showing my
Oh,
age.
the
I
Ray of
saw the
Light. No, that's the Ray of Light tour.
the
Yeah.
Ray of Light music tour, which was like insane. And after that, I was like, I'll never miss another show ever. So I've seen all of them. She's like one of the greatest performers I've ever seen. Beyonce is obviously amazing, and Michael Jackson is obviously amazing, and Janet is also amazing. Madonna is like up there with them, you know?
Yeah, and I think people for some reason like skip over her when they think about like the impact of like the stadium who created the stadium tour or like who created the arena tour. Like she's the one that create like if you go back and even Confessions is nowhere near her first tour. I mean that was like her probably like
Yeah.
10th tour at that point. But
Right.
regardless, like even then like she's used the way she's incorporating visuals and like a whole kind of experience is so
Yeah.
Beyonce now, you know?
Yeah. She came out of an opening disco ball, like, insane, and had, like, men dressed as horses, and she's riding on their backs and whipping them, and it's insane. It's an insane concert. And then, yeah. Confessions is great. The Reinvention tour, which is like her first greatest hits tour, is also insane. Like she comes out of the ground and like on this elevated like platform, and she starts doing all this like crazy Pilates and yogas while singing Vogue, like brain exploding.
Do you
Insane.
think that she'll tour this album? I mean, she just did the Celebration tour, which was like such a feat and broke so many records. But then she releases like this incredible album with also an incredible album rollout. I feel like we've lost the art of album rollouts, and she like really has like committed to that again.
Right.
And
Uh-huh.
it makes you want there to be a tour on the other side of this, but I worry
Yeah.
that she may not have that in her again.
I hope she has one more in her. That last
Me
one was
too.
great. Like she was she's a little rusty. She's like getting up there, but she still put on an amazing show. Like it was
Yeah, the
insane.
production and
And
everything. I mean, it looked gorge.
yeah, right. And she gave us everything we wanted and a look back. And now I actually didn't realize like she had this album in her still. Like the fact that she put this out, I thought we were like done with Madonna music. I thought she was just going to kind of focus on her catalog and her legacy and just kind of keep pushing that. But this is honestly like a revelation coming from Madonna. Like I can't believe it's this good.
No, it's great. Guys, if you haven't listened to it yet, maybe if you're just someone like similar to me at a certain point where like Madonna missed you, like I think there's really no wrong time to dive into her music because like
Yeah.
it's really good and it's honestly timeless and you know also more of the discography than you realize because she is a fixture in pop culture.
Uh-huh. Yep. Like a virgin, Vogue,
Like a virgin.
like a prayer.
Wait, what's your favorite? What songs like have you been re-listening to on the album?
On this
Like, it,
one,
yeah, uh huh.
um, I obviously Danceteria is mine. That last like 30, 40 seconds of Danceteria is like insane. Like, give her all the Grammys just for those 40 seconds. Like, give it to her. She won. Like, I can't imagine anything being better. Like, she was insane. I also love School is in Session.
So
I like that
good.
one. Now I'm trying to remember all of them. I love Love Sensation,
Yeah,
obviously.
the
Um,
one that's popping out to me now is because at first listen I loved well I like them all, but like they've kind of shifted. But now I'm returning to Love Without Words, which is that like crazy the one about like is it dance, is it
call it
techno,
house,
is it love?
call it
Yeah,
trance. And
yeah.
like obviously she's saying trance, but Madonna wants us to think she's saying something
She's
else.
saying
Like you're like,
trance. Yeah.
what is this? Yeah.
Yeah, and then the one that really blew me away, and it's like kind of a ballad. It's the song with her daughter. It's called "The Test," and it's
Oh,
about like their fraught relationship and about like how at the end they like return together almost like through their love of music. It's really
it's
beautiful, and her daughter's voice is
beautiful.
gorge.
Gorgeous. Who knew? Yeah.
I know. I'm like, am I a Lola? What's her name? It's Lola something. I can't remember, but
Lola
I'm maybe
Leon.
Lola Leon.
Yeah.
I'm like maybe I need to be a Lola Leon fan.
Yeah, I know, right? I like to call that one Little Star 2, which is it's basically like the sequel to her Ray of Light song about her newborn baby. And now
Yeah,
that baby is just all grown up and they sing together. It's beautiful. The
it
song
really
she
is.
has a diss track about her stepmom, her
Wait,
dearly
which one
departed
is
stepmom.
that?
There's a song called Betrayal.
Oh,
And
that's about her stepmom?
I think it's about it. She's like, you'll never be my mother.
Oh my god, I didn't clock that. Damn.
Yeah. I think so. I think that's the way I interpreted it.
Yeah, and then there's one about her brother who passed
Yeah. That's
recently that's really
sad.
really special. Guys, it's like on paper it's funny cuz it starts like you're like, "Oh, this is just like a big house like pop
Uh-huh.
like um what it almost feels like Britney's wait, what blackout. Like
Blackout?
it's almost yeah, it feels like a
It's
blackout
1000%
moment.
blackout. I like there's some tracks and I was like, wait a minute, this sounds so like I think it's school. School is in session. Sounds
Yeah.
like, like the chopped and screwed vocals where it kind of like sounds
Yeah,
like
it's exactly that. And it's similar to Blackout in the way that it's like you think it's one thing, but then you realize like it's just like so much more than that.
uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
it's really y'all, it's epic. Got to give it
It's
a listen.
it's Confessions and Ray of Light together, like her best albums
Hmm.
put together. I think it's genius, honestly.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, should we pause and just go listen to it? We
Right.
got to talk about other things. So I want to dive into reality TV. There's a ton going on. I know you watch a lot of it. Before we get into current stuff, like, did you start consuming reality TV because of working in media, or like was reality TV first and then working in media came after that?
I've always been a pop culture person, like since I was a
Hmm.
kid, just like they just sat me in front of the TV and that's all they did all day. So when reality TV came out, like I obviously like Survivor and Big Brother, but even before that, The Real World and uh even Madonna's Truth or Dare, but like The Real World like was insane. So I've always been just into reality TV, especially like when Survivor and Big Brother came out. I really onto those trends and like followed it. I used to like watch MTV all the time, which was like around the time when they stopped doing music videos and then just started playing like reality TV and game shows. And uh, remember that show Next,
Of
where
course.
yeah, where they would just like be on like a bus and like the person
No,
gets off the bus, they just like get on next. Like,
The things that production would pick out, like the titles, it would be
right,
like loves peanut butter. I'm trying to think of like one that was
like
salacious, but like they
favorite
were
animal
so
at the zoo,
nasty.
tigers. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like shit my pants one time on the way to school. It's like they say things that are just like not helpful to like your
Right.
character.
But so when like I used to work at a show called Best Week Ever that was on VH1, and that was also a pop culture show. So like when I got that job, I was like, oh, this is perfect for me. And then that kind of went into the Wendy show and the Sherri show. So I kind of just played to my strengths,
You've just been in it.
and I've just been in it. So those are my and reality TV is like one of my top interests.
Well, to be honest with you, Best Week Ever was like, I mean, Best Week Ever for me was so formative for like learning about pop culture when I was like sitting in my room at home being like, what is like I've always been like such a curious person, and I continue to be
Uh-huh.
like back to like Taylor Swift, even though like I don't she's not my girl. Like I always want to consume the music because I want to understand why people love her, or like why
Agree.
people love a movie. Like I want to go see all the movies people are talking about because I'm like I want.
Yeah.
And Best Week Ever just taught me so much about pop culture when I felt like I was in like a little bubble. And its impact on millennials is insane because I feel like
That
so many
is
of us like
so good to
really
hear. Like I love
know
that.
it. And it also introduced me to a lot of comedians that like I didn't, that I now like look up to, and like Paul Shear
Uh-huh.
and people like that because
Oh my god, I love that. I love Paul
yeah,
Scheer. I love Rob Hubel and Doug
Rob
Benson,
Hubel, yeah.
and, Melissa Rauch, who's like a Big Bang star now, and
No, I remember all
Frangela.
of them. And it was
Yeah.
also fun because you would be like, wait, who's going to say something now? Like, you just were excited to see your favorite comedians, like,
Yeah.
have a take on the America's Next Top Model episode that week or
Uh-huh.
whatever was going on. So
That
that's
was
so
one of
fun. I
the
didn't
first.
realize you worked on Best Week Ever.
Yeah, I worked on that show. That's one of the first times that I was really allowed to, like, we were encouraged to, like, say whatever's on your mind. Like, as long as it's funny, like, anything goes. So, not that it's like we were mean, but, like, if at the time, like, Paris and Lindsay and Brittany were getting out of cars with no underwear on and going to clubs, and they were doing all these crazy things, like, as long as you had a joke about it, like, it and it was relevant for the week, like, it made it. So, it was always, like that kind of paved the way for Wendy. So, like, as long as it was, like, funny, like, she wanted it, you know what I mean? But she was a little meaner.
But I, God, I miss when there was a little more like room for humor and a little more room for, you know, takes. I think
Uh-huh,
sometimes
yeah,
like people are the big problem I have with like current pop culture commentary is everyone is low key trying to sell something. And that's the thing
yeah,
that bothers me is like people get online to like, write their jokes out on Twitter or threads, but like little do you know, like half of the time they're actually just like being paid by a network to like just hype up a show. And
yeah.
I just sometimes miss when people would just like be like, no, I don't like that. Or like, oh, I
Uh-huh.
love that. And
Right.
like, obviously there's a line. Like, we can't be out here being like homophobic, racist assholes. But like, I just mean
Right.
like, sometimes things are just funny and a little mean, but like,
Uh-huh.
that's just kind of what commentary is.
Right. I think we're
And we've
all
lost
right
it.
now so afraid to, like, really voice our opinions.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, it's so easy to step in it, and it's so easy to, like, get called out for any small thing, so you kinda have to be a little bit more careful, but which was the great part about Wendy is that, like, she was Teflon, like, she could say whatever she wanted to say, and people just ate it up, which was so freeing and so much fun to be a part of because you just got to say whatever you wanted to say.
Death to all of them.
That's all of them. Hilarious. Which nowadays everybody wants to say that about Britney, you know, Britney's Britney's parents. That's all of
I
them.
know it. I know she. The thing is, she was ahead of her time on that take.
You're right. We would do crazy things on that show. Like we would like somehow like map out people if somebody had like a lot of baby mamas, we would just map them out and give her a pointer, and she would just point them out, and we like go into it. It was insane, but like again, it was so creative and just so freeing and so fun. You could just do whatever you wanted to do.
Was it about Nick Cannon, I assume?
There were several rappers. We did it a lot.
Lord, yeah. But also with like people's commentary online, everyone is just like in a grift. Nick Cannon just reminded me because he's also in a grift. Like everyone's grifting. Everyone's grifting
Yeah.
something these days, and I'm like, I
Uh-huh.
can never quite tell what. What's your MO
Right.
here when you're like threading about Love Island? Are you trying to get on Love Island? Are you
Right.
trying to,
Right. Which, I
but
mean, that's the best show on television right now. I'm kind of
yeah, let's talk about Love Island a little
upset.
bit. The season's wrapping up.
Okay.
Who are you loving? Who are you like hating but loving? Personally, I'm sad Corbin's gone.
Yeah. I know. Chat or Corbin GPT.
Corbin
I'm
GPT, of course.
I'm really this is kind of a hot take just based on what I'm seeing online, but I really like Zach and Kata, but apparently no one else does. Like, I don't understand why we're coming after Zach so hard. You have to explain to me. Okay, I see your reaction. You obviously hate Zach.
No, no,
I
I
don't
don't hate
hate
him.
him,
I don't hate
but I
him.
don't understand why we all hate him so viciously.
So there's an my the thing that bothers me about him is that he's a little too when he took to the mic at karaoke night, like he was like, this is my moment. Like a record deal is watching. Like he's just a little too on the show. Like I think he's like really excited to see how many Instagram followers when he leaves. Like he's like, I can't wait. And then finding
Uh-huh.
out that the I love that Kenzie keeps calling America the U.S., but
The US. So
she's like,
funny. He's
but
like,
but the
the US
fact that
hates me.
I keep saying on here, but it feels like she needs to be like Miss South Carolina, being like the U.S. and such as like hate me. Like it feels like that.
Iraq, South Africa, and the US.
No, but that's my issue with Zach is he's a little too like ready to be famous. Where Kata, I think whoever cast Kata is genius. I mean, was she just like a waitress at a bar in New Hampshire, and they were like,
That's
you need
good.
to,
Like, she's so beautiful. And also, I feel like the first day she came on, Melanie tried to bully her.
Mhm.
And like she just like went right in and was like, I'm gonna pick Sincere to kiss. And Melanie never bothered her again. Like it was like she like stood up to her, like she was about it. I was like, I love this girl.
Yeah, I agree. I also like her voice is mesmerizing to me. How she's just like, Zach, like, she's like, what are you doing, Zach? Like she has this like crazy
I
like
feel like it's
rasp.
spelled to her Zyack. Like she's like, Zach, Zach.
Zach.
I love Zach.
I I also think that I don't know that they'll be long for love once they get outside because I feel like she's gonna be like, I want to like settle down, and he's gonna be like, no, but I have to go DJ a party in Miami.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like that's gonna happen.
Also, they live so far apart. I think he's actually from the UK,
Yeah,
and I guess she's from New Hampshire. Have you ever heard of New Hampshire? So I guess she's like from New Hampshire. So I don't know like how that's gonna work for like people so young. Like they're not
I
gonna.
know they're
None of
babies
these
too.
none of these people are gonna make it. Sincere and Melanie, y'all ain't making it.
Well,
Sit
see, they're
down.
pissing me off right now actually because
Yeah.
I'm like, part of me is like rooting for Mel because I'm like, just stay with him to like wrap up the show. But
Uh
then also
huh.
I'm kind of annoyed that like everyone in the house is like being like, no, we're team sincere. When
The
an,
worst, the worst advice to give someone. It's like, oh, we saw a video reel of him like being completely dishonest to you, but I think you guys look cute together. So you know what? I'm team sincere. Like you can't tell the girl to go back to him. It's filling her head with nonsense. It's
I
insane.
know. Well, and also he was destined for failure by being named sincere. No one named sincere is going to end up sincere to me.
Insincere.
Yeah, like it's just it's an uphill battle with that name for me,
I
but
really liked him at first. Like I really was like, he was so cute and so well spoken and articulate, emotionally intelligent, it felt like. And then he just kind of like whipped it on every girl who came in the house, and it's like the same thing he's telling them. Like he's calling them beloved and like telling them how much he loves it. We pour into each other's glasses
The
emotionally.
pouring into the cups. I need that to wrap up because I'm like, how many cups do you have? Like, what does
Right?
it mean?
He's got a lot of cups, and all these girls pour into them.
Lord, but
Poor
I
soul.
also in the karaoke, I fell in love with Parmita and Corbin for like an episode, and I was like, wait, we can't get rid of them. They are hilarious television because they're just
I
like
know.
the hottest people that have no vocabulary outside of like all they say is "da fuck" and like essentially the workout terms. That's all they can
Right.
communicate through.
It's so true. She's like they're both so pretty, and that's all I can say about them is that they both are so pretty, and that's why they work. Is that like you look good, I look good, like we're matched.
Yeah, I agree. They're beautiful and they've got that going for them.
Yep,
God is
that's
fair
all.
often.
Uh-huh. Beautiful gowns.
Who do you think's gonna win though? Trinity and Bryce probably.
Trinity and Bryce, a couple that I did not believe in the beginning. I'm still coming to terms with believing these two people like each other. But now that they're like French frying and doing it in the bed under the covers, I guess why not? I believe it.
Yeah, it's been a slow burn there. I didn't really I didn't see it for them in the beginning. It didn't make sense to me, and they've both really blossomed on the show and have become a really cute couple. I really I do believe them too. People online are like kind of like they're just faking it to get to the end, but I'm like these characters on the show are not good at acting. Like they're not good
No.
enough at they're being surveilled by cameras 24/7. Like they can't they don't have the chops to like keep that going for that long.
Right. Especially any of these people. None of these
Yeah.
people. But
No, no.
yeah, I guess I believe it. I really didn't think that they liked it, especially when he kept trying to like go after Kata. It's like, well, he keeps trying to pull Kata for a chat. Like, how much could he possibly like this girl?
That was funny when she dabbed him up at the end of that.
Yeah.
She said, "Nice to see you."
Right. No, that's let me stop you right now. That's not gonna happen.
No, it's been fun. Do you watch UK?
No, I've seen like half of one season years ago. I'm not like big on Love Island UK just because I need the captions on. It's hard to like
It
understand
is
what's
hard.
happening. Because Love Island is a like laundry and dishes kind of show. Like you can put on and like fold your laundry. You don't need your eyes on it. But Love Island UK, you actually have to like look at their mouths to understand what's happening.
No, I totally agree. The if you end up running out of TV, this past season though has been quite good. I am like
Really?
20 episodes behind at this point because I stopped watching because there's just so much TV and it's like I can't watch two Love Islands at the same time. But the characters are hilarious and there's some they just have a little bit more fun over there, which I like. Like they're all kind of in on it a little bit. Where US they all take the experiment incredibly seriously. Like they're like
Yeah. Uh-huh.
no one can kiss each other. Everything's backstabbing. Where in the UK, it's a little more free flowing.
Yeah. I heard someone call it the US version is the UK's feral cousin, which is like it really sums it up perfectly. Like over here, these kids are like raunchy.
No, they are. They are.
Yeah.
I can't believe the Trinity got all French fried on
I
on that episode.
also I love that we're finally coming to terms with like what French fry means. I actually don't know. I could kind of
So I've had to do some research. It's she got finger blasted. Yes, just the kids might not know that reference, but Freddie got fingered.
right.
Yeah, that's what it means. I've come to learn. I was unclear on it as well,
Yeah.
but I also am like sometimes it looks like there's more than fingers at play. I think he put it in like
I,
fully.
I think so too. But again, like I don't know. Like I went to Urban Dictionary and they were like, we have no idea what French fries means. Like, No one knows.
Yeah, is that a? But I'm curious, is that a term that Gen Z is saying, or is that a term that they like came up with on the show as like a code name?
It has to be like specific to Love Island only, right? I can't imagine these kids are out here calling things French fries.
Who knows? It's
I
it's
can't
crazy
imagine.
getting older, and you're like, wow, I don't know what's going on with the children.
Yeah, right.
Also, this show is children. It's just a lot of children who watch it, which that's also
Yeah,
shocking to me. That
right.
like we're consuming it, and then like 15-year-olds are like, "Fuck Trinity and Bryce."
My friend was like, "My 13-year-old daughter is watching it. Like, is it okay?" And I was like, I guess,
But
but
then
not
I'm
because
like,
I was
I
watching way
did
worse.
watch. I watched Rock of Love at like 15, so
Yeah, uh-huh. I was watching, like, Nightmare on Elm Street and Freddy Krueger
right.
and Jason when I was, like, 7 years old, so
I guess it's honestly not that bad compared to some of like the old MTV and VH1 reality we were consuming.
right.
Like at least they're not getting like belligerent and like beating the shit out of each
Yeah,
out of each other like on
right.
the challenge. Like that's what we were growing up on,
Uh-huh,
you know.
right.
So it's a little wholesome in that way. It's just very sexualized, but
Right, I agree. Like, Big Brother, people were having sex, like, in
yeah,
the house.
but that's my critique of all CBS reality is like we lost the grit there. Well, I don't know when
Yeah,
it happened, but all these shows are like kid shows now. Big Brother and
uh-huh,
Survivor.
yeah. Survivor definitely is, like, made for it's like, Legends of the Temple,
Yeah,
on
Legend of the Hidden
Nickelodeon. Yeah,
Temple.
it's for kids. It's like a little race.
Yeah. Well, let's talk Bravo a little bit. So, we were
Yes.
gonna, guys, we were gonna recap Atlanta today, but there was no Atlanta recap for the holiday weekend. But I'm
Uh,
curious about. I know, y'all. Who cares about the Fourth of
yeah,
July? Air an episode of Atlanta. People would have watched it. I never
right,
understand that when it's like it's the Super Bowl, we can't air Housewives. It's like, in what world did you think that demographic was the same?
right, exactly, and it's not like we watch it, like, when it airs, like, everything's time
No.
shifted now. So,
Yeah.
like and what better time to, like, watch Real Housewives of Atlanta than, like, when you're with your family? Everybody sits down together
I
and
agree. It's a family show.
it is a family show.
I've been saying this on this show, but like Atlanta is the gayest show on television these days. There is so
It
much gayness, and I'm living for it.
the way they read each other is like it's an Olympic sport, and I
I
feel like
know.
they're all trying to outread each other. It's fascinating to watch.
Angela
Um,
is a really great entry into like I don't know what era of Bravo we're on at this point, era 5, but like
yeah,
it's she's a really standout housewife of I think the last 10 years probably. She's just so funny and great with the reads.
I love her so much. Like Angela, the way she called Pinky Papa Smurf
Hmm.
is one of the all-time best. Like one of the all-time best things I've ever heard in my life.
And Mr. Clean like a sentence later.
Mr. Clean. Because it's just like I didn't see it coming, and then the moment she says it, you look at Pinky and you're just like, "LOL." It's like the time, Nene that's like a meme now, but Nene tells, Marlo, "Hold on, wait a minute, glasses," and it cuts
No,
to Marlo, and she's
so
wearing the most ridiculous glasses.
it's just so funny. Like the some of the other franchises and Bravo shows, and they just don't have the same like wit and humor that these ladies have. But
Yeah,
um, I am like overall this season. Are you enjoying it? Like, do you think it's a really nice return to form for the ladies?
I
What are your
really
thoughts?
do. I think it's been, like, not good for a while, but I think it's just so enjoyable this season. Everybody's, like, really bringing it, and everybody's bringing whatever they can to it. Like, Phaedra is not, like she's not bringing storylines, but she's giving us great confession. She's giving us great, like, one-liners. She's giving us flute and, like, sound baths and dressed as, like, Oda Mae Brown, Whoopi Goldberg from Ghost.
No,
Like,
it's she's fully
she
ghost.
she comes out, "We're very fortunate the spirits are charting tonight." She's very, very, like I don't know Like, I never knew Phaedra had this persona. Like, she was funeral director, she was, like, animal funeral director, lawyer, and now, like Deepak Chopra?
I know I mean, we were talking about grifters earlier. I don't think she's a grifter, but she definitely has her hand in a lot of different,
Yeah.
businesses. They all seem above board, the businesses, but she's a very curious woman. There's always like
Right.
there's always a new intrigue.
And then Kelly went to her for, like, divorce advice or, like, legal counsel, and I really was like, I just forgot Phaedra was a lawyer. I didn't know she was still practicing. Like,
Well,
what?
I feel like we worked that office. I was like, this is not your office. Like, there's no way you're still like, there's no way she still has an office.
There's no way. And she's,
Like,
like, wearing a business suit that, like and she looks like she's, like, Melrose Place, she just put this business suit on, maybe there's no buttons in the back. It's just like she threw it on.
well, and do you? I guess you don't have to retake the bar at any point. Like, you're just always certified, right? Like, if you stop
Yeah.
practicing, like, does that change anything?
I guess. I don't know. I guess once you have it, you're always a lawyer.
We
But
guys, we have all the facts here on the show,
uh-huh,
so.
yeah. I feel like if she had like after that whole legal drama with Apollo, she was like, I guess let me brush up on my skills. Get
Yeah,
back to
and
lawyering.
it's also very, I mean, it's very generous of her to give it to Kelly pro bono too, which, I mean, that's especially because Kelly, when Kelly
Oh,
sat down with
Kelly.
that financial advisor, it's like,
Oh
Kelly, I
my
can't
god.
believe you volunteered to have this on camera.
Don't put your finances on the television. Have we learned nothing from Teresa and Wendy Osefo? Like, stop putting your money on camera. It's just not
Right,
wise.
because also, like, your husband, who is continuing, this spew of lawsuits against you and the children and spousal support and all this stuff, like, he now has, like, proof on television that you're
Yeah.
spending 22K or something like that a month
Uh-huh.
on
Clothes?
just clothes, hair, makeup.
Uh-huh. Bags.
That's an insane amount of money.
Insane. Like, how does she get that kind of money?
Well,
Uh,
she
uh,
doesn't. She doesn't have it. It seems she doesn't.
right.
I think
Yeah.
it's. I'm worried that it's all on credit cards too.
Yeah. I know.
But there is one day there will be. I mean, there already been books written about Housewives, but like I feel like one day there'll be a larger study about like the amount of money that like a lot of these women invest in the show to just
Yeah.
keep up with the show, and I think it's like that's why I think Rhode Island was so fun to me, was that they
Yeah.
weren't investing like 22K a month in glam. They were just kind of like showing up to the local
Uh,
haunt with their
right.
Lulus on.
So far. Like, that's what
Well,
season 1 will give
yes,
you.
I fear
And
we're not going to be in that place anymore next season,
uh-huh.
but
Alicia's not gonna be eating those crackers anymore.
no. What is your thoughts on
And
Liz being out?
oh, rest in peace to Liz. Like, we'll miss her, fallen soldier. But I do feel like I could kind of see and tell that Liz isn't like emotionally like equipped for reality TV. Like, I feel like she holds a grudge and sticks to it. And like, she was never gonna make up with Rosie ever again or even Rula. Like, so to be a housewife, you kind of have to like mend those fences. And the next season, there's a whole different story. Like, I feel like she wasn't like really ready to do all that. And I think a lot of she's probably hurt by a lot of her like business getting out in the streets, like whatever third person in her relationship was, whoever that guy is. Yeah, Dino. So I just think that like she probably got like burned a little bit from reality shows. So I think she'll be back eventually, but I don't think she was like really cut out for it, honestly. She was great, but I don't think she was like ready for it.
Yeah, she would have been, honestly, like if the show had aired 10 years ago, I think she would have been fine. But the machine of reality TV has just changed so much that like now, fans get more rabid for these shows by the day. There's just like more people are watching them. And also
Yeah.
like it's, yeah, I don't know. I just think that she wasn't ready for the amount of intrigue there would be into her life off screen too. Like
Yeah.
with, I mean, she gives the vibes that there might be a lawsuit one
Uh-huh.
day, allegedly.
Right. Right. Yeah.
But I'm sad. I'm really sad about it. She was one of my faves. I mean, I love just like a woman that you were just instantly fascinated by. It's why I like love Alicia, where it's like I can't believe like a camera
Uh,
hasn't been following her for all of her
I
life,
know.
because I just
Or
find everything she does to be so fascinating. Where people like Rosie and Kelsey are a little more like grew up on reality TV and
uh-huh.
just seem like ready to be like housewives.
Uh-huh. Like Rosie was ready with the timelines, screenshots, all that, receipts.
Yes.
She was ready with it. Like, so she knows. But like Liz, Alicia, like I just don't think that they were like ready for what was coming.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Um, Neither was Rula. That dummy. Ugh.
She is such
Like,
an
what are
idiot.
you doing? What is this?
I
She
don't
got,
know. The plan, her game plan, she needs to talk it through with other people. I don't know who her team is. Like, I don't know if it's just
yeah,
like her sister telling her, "Yeah, do it, girl." Like, you need some people who understand the machine of reality TV, who are a little more objective about your situation, because she is like, you're
yeah.
with this man, he's making you look insane on every episode
There
you're
are
on together.
videos. They have videos that they've all seen. She knows it. She refuses to. She called it AI. Like, it's like, oh, they can fake that. It's a deep fake. But
It's not. You
she
can't
got
deepfake everything.
eviscerated at that reunion. Like, annihilated.
The
Destroyed.
marriage stuff is crazy too, that like he essentially lied to her about
Yeah.
when he got divorced.
What is that? Mind blowing. I don't know what she's gonna do next. Like,
Yeah,
is she gonna
and
be
does
back?
he she'll be back. She'll definitely be back. But like, will he appear? Who knows? Like,
I know.
there's no way they'll last another full season on the show. Like, as a
Right.
couple. Like, I think she's going to divorce him next season or the season
Uh-huh.
after that. But yeah.
I think they're
Um,
dark. They have like a dark side to them that it might make the show too dark.
they have like an early Beverly Hills vibe, you know?
Uh-huh. Right. A Malufian vibe.
Write that down in the textbooks. A Malufian vibe. What else are you watching on Bravo right now?
Let's see. Rory, Atlanta. Um,
Do you consume The
I think
Valley?
that's it. Oh, The Valley I'm watching. I'm a little behind, but it's kind of hard to watch the takedown of Danny. But uh
I mean, he is a real piece of work. Talk about also another, it's similar to Rula and Brian, right? Like another
yeah.
situation where you're like, girl, what are you doing with this man? Like,
Uh-huh.
why are you
I
protecting him?
Again, just like Sincere, I loved Danny in the beginning. I loved him. We knew there was Dark Side Danny. We knew that existed, but I still was like on his side. But I think we've seen too much now. Like,
Well,
he's a
this most
handful.
recent episode, which I don't think you've probably seen, but like he gets blackout in Mexico at this club,
What
and
else?
he starts to flip the narrative on the girls and is like, these girls are making me feel uncomfortable because like they're like dancing on the bar. Like Michelle is like dancing on the bars with her like not full tit out, but like under boob is showing, and she's just like having fun on a Mexican vacation.
All right.
And he's like, I'm uncomfortable now. And it's like, okay, well, you don't really get to like flip that. That's actually not how that works.
Oh, I need to see that. Like, that sounds like amazing that he would even try that. It's a good tactic.
Yeah. There's also no way that I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't show up to the reunion, if he didn't show up to the reunion.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see, like, it's too
Especially
much
after
for
his ass
him.
didn't show up to that Watch What Happens live taping.
Uh-huh. And you mentioned Michelle, and I'm just fascinated with the fact that she's like the soon-to-be Mrs. Dre. Like,
Crazy.
how did she and Dr. Dre get together? I want to know what happened. She said there was like a mutual friend, but like, did you not read anything about Dr. Dre ever? And you're gonna like get with it? Did you
Well,
not see the Michelle
yeah.
story? Like, what? is this? Why are you with him? It's insane.
Yeah, guys, like there's so much out there about Dre, and like I don't really
Yeah.
know how she's just like thinking this will be like a blast of a romance without
Whirlwind
some
romance.
criticism.
Right. It's just the most random couple that I've heard of in a very long time. I couldn't believe the headline. I was like, wait a minute, I have to make sure this is the right woman.
And
Like, 'cause-
seeing them together, they just it almost talk about deep fakes. That looked like a deep fake. I was like,
right.
that can't be them two.
What is this? How is this? When
No,
is this?
it's bananas.
Yeah.
And then also we have this. I mean, it is crazy to say this, but the 20th season of
Yeah.
Real Housewives of Orange County airs
Yeah.
on Thursday, guys. It is actually crazy to me that that's how far into this we are. I mean, I
Uh-huh.
remember watching the first season, and we're here.
Yeah. I just saw in the New York Times there's a long in-depth article about Vicky Gunvalson. The New York Times. I was like, wait a minute, what is this? I have to read this. I can't wait. But yeah, I'm so happy Vicky's back.
Me
It's
too.
time. I'm glad. I've always missed her. The whole time she was gone, I never was like, oh, we don't need her. Like we always needed her. Like it was always a mistake that she wasn't around. When she made those guest appearances, it was always like, oh great, Vicky's back. I like this, you know? It feels right to me.
I
Feels
think the
right. What?
worst thing they did, I agree, it feels right to me too. And I think the worst thing they did was that one season, like her last season, they demoted her to a friend of role. And I think that broke her brain in a way that was Dorinda levels of broken when she got put on pause.
Right.
And I just think it wrecked that last season in general because like she just was not well with the fact that she wasn't like a full-time cast member anymore. And it's like, why did we need to? I don't think that shakeup was needed.
It wasn't. And she never forgave Gina and Emily for kind of replacing her. She never forgave them. That's been that's been so long ago. Like I feel like they've been on the show forever.
So
But
Gina and Emily have been on. Well, actually, let me look up the exact season. When did
it's been a
Gina
while.
Christian join RHOC? She joined in, oh my god, yep, 2018. She's been on
Oh wow.
8 seasons of Orange County. I always like to put this in perspective because Dorinda, for instance,
Uh-huh.
was on, I believe she was only on 5 seasons of Roni.
What
And
an impact.
her impact goes on, forever. And it's crazy that Gina has 3 seasons on top of that. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. She's been on seven seasons. She joined the 13th season. This will be her 7th season this year.
Huh. I've always liked Gina. I've always
I
liked
like her
Emily.
too,
Yeah.
but they
But
don't have like the
yeah,
thing, you know? They
like
don't have a shtick.
they get a lot of flack for being I don't even know. I don't even know if boring is the word, but they get a lot of flack. Um, but I feel like it's nice having them around. It's like they weathered the storm, and then we got Heather, and then we got Tamara, and I feel like, like they've just always been there.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
fine.
curious to see
They're
though what
fine.
happens after this because like it's a 20 years season. Does the show just continue on with this group of girls? Does it, you know, is it done? Is it like I don't
Yeah.
really know what the future is for these shows and it's weird cuz like we haven't had one of the legacy shows which I would say are like Atlanta, Beverly Hills, OC, New Jersey, and New York. Like
Uh-huh.
we haven't had a legacy show get like fully tanked, like canned and canceled before,
Yeah.
and I wonder if that is going to happen at any point.
Oh wow. I hope not. I hope not. That would be
I
awful.
don't want it either,
I
but
always enjoy OC. It's never like my favorite one, but I always enjoy it, especially um, when Heather and Tamara came back. Like I feel like they found like a sweet spot. And
yeah, I agree. The last 2 seasons have been pretty solid.
yeah, it's hard for them to find new people. Like their rookies always tank, including what's this lady's name? Jen, I think is her name.
Oh, see, I kind of like Jen
I
actually.
never remember her name. Like
But see, for me,
It's
Jen
Jen.
has made a bigger impression than Gina and Emily at certain times. Like, cause she was just really more in the drama. She's
Uh-huh.
like sharing personal stories. Like, there was a whole lawsuit with her, with what's his name, Ryan. Like,
Uh-huh.
there's just stuff with her where there's not always stuff with the others. And to me, I liked Jen a little bit because she feels like a cast member from like old eras of OC. Cause she's just
It
like
does.
a mom in the cul-de-sac,
All
which
right.
I miss that vibe sometimes on these shows.
Right.
You know.
And she's also like not the brightest, which and she's not good with she's not good with reads. Like she's not
No,
good
no.
with like fighting Tamara. Like Tamara threw a napkin in her face and she just stood there. You threw a napkin in my face, you're getting punched down. It's gonna be Bad Girls Club.
Please, I would love to see that.
Me versus I think Tamara could beat me up.
Yeah, bro, she beat all of us up. She could be on baddies.
Yeah, she could.
She could whoop ass on baddies.
Right. Until you get her around Dorinda, because Dorinda
Oh,
like
that's true.
punked her. Yeah.
Oh wait, you know what though? When she was around Dorinda, she was like
Uh-huh.
frightened. So maybe we're wrong. I would love to see Natalie Nunn, yell at Tamara about something. That would go terribly. I always
Right.
forget that Natalie Nunn yelled at Kim Richards on that one show. They were on like a mother-daughter show where it was like
Oh,
fix my relationship.
that
And they got
sounds
in a
cute.
fight.
I'm into that. I'm gonna look that one up.
I'll send it to you after we
I
get off.
need
It's
it.
on their fight is on YouTube and it is hilarious because Kim Richards is weirdly a decent match for Natalie because she's like not scared of anyone.
No one. She's not afraid of anyone. Like everybody remembers the breaking of the champagne glass or the wine glass, but like
Yeah.
nobody remembers like the reeds that Kim was serving that night. Eat more
She's
bread. You're a beast. Beast. How dare you?
also the idea that whole scene, like the information that she knew was that a rumor that Harry was having sex with dogs.
Yeah, is that what it was?
That's what it was.
Which must have been true because Lisa Rinna got so upset by it.
I, allegedly.
Allegedly. Don't you have it that
Well,
going on?
Norman, this was so much fun. We talked about literally
So
everything
much
under the
fun.
sun. You're an
Yeah.
absolute delight. I'm so happy that you got to come on.
Oh, thank
Tell
you so much for
everyone
inviting
where,
me.
yeah, of course. Tell everyone where they can follow you and watch your content and
You can
check all your stuff out.
follow me on Insta and TikTok at the Norman Baker.
And you're making the rounds too on the shows. Yeah.
I know. It's crazy. It's just kind of like fun, like kind of stepping into the spotlight a little bit and like, talking about Wendy, keeping that legacy going. Sherry legacy too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. You deserve that.
No.
Well, guys, make sure to follow Dumpster Dive on all your podcast platforms. And if you want an early access version of this episode, do check out the Patreon at patreon.com/Dumpster Dive Pod. Check your podcast feeds all week next week because we got a lot of Summer House content coming at y'all while I'm away. And rate the podcast 5 stars. It helps the show a ton. And right now, I won't be talking about this all the time, I promise, but I'm in the middle of transitioning between jobs. The second job being probably just this podcast for a while. So, any way that y'all can hype me up, whether that's a review, whether that's a 5 star rating, whether that's a sub, there are free ways to support the show, and that's just by rating and subscribing and telling your friends about it. So, do that. And then, if you do have a little extra cash, there is a tier on the Patreon for my trash philanthropists. And at the end of every episode, I'm now giving them a big old shout out because, once again, they keep things afloat here in the dumpster. And so I want to say thank you to Marion, Andrew, Barbara, Kayla, another Andrew, Brandon, Wendy, and my father. And that's it. All y'all, thank y'all for being here. Thank you for supporting the show even more than you do by just, rating and listening and subscribing. I really appreciate all of your help here. And the love that y'all send me goes not unnoticed at all. It goes appreciated. I see it, I read it, and it means a lot. So thank y'all. Love you. And I'll be back this week with more episodes. Bye, guys.